Dr. Lietzel, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administrators, staff, my family and friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Welcome to the Fall Commencement Ceremony of South Florida State College. My name is Laura Ellis, and I'm graduating with an Associate's in Arts, and it is indeed a privilege and an honor to stand before you this evening. What can I say? We made it. After all of this time, all of the hard work, all of the emotions, the up and downs, the roller coasters, I don't think I'm ever going to finish this degree, we made it, and here we are, surrounded by people who love and care about us. It has been a roller coaster, to say the least. I mean, there have been many of times where I'm like, you know what, I don't need this degree. I'm done. I'm going to go work at public stacking boxes for the rest of my life. I'm over it. And what can I say besides I am so proud of each and every one of us for making it to this point. It is such an honor to be surrounded by people who have supported us and supported everything that we're doing and pushed us to be in this position tonight. When you want to give up, remember why you started. You're more than enough and you always will be. There have been times during this process where I'm like, I cannot do this. I don't want to do this anymore. Why do I need this? Why should I even continue? You know, getting a bad grade on a test, that is something that always just, it really, really got to me. And it also goes hand in hand with the only way out is through. So to get to where we are tonight, there have been so many obstacles that we've had to overcome, not only just personally, but educationally. I mean, I can't even begin to explain the different things that all of us have probably been through in the amount of time it took us to get here. You know, death of a loved one, or your favorite pet pass away, or, you know, any other obstacle, failing a class. I've been there. I've done that too. I've failed a class and felt like I was never going to get here. And all I can say is I'm so proud of us for getting here. Everything that you do and have done is enough, and it always, always will be. No matter how hard it is, you have continued to persevere and made it to this point. And that just goes to show you that you are enough and you are good enough. Some of my favorite quotes from this year, and some of my favorite quotes in general, were, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. And that's Dr. Seuss, and it's from his book of the places you may go. And if you haven't read it, I highly suggest you do, not just for the pictures, but it actually is kind of a good read. Even if you're not, you know, a 5-year-old looking just for some entertainment, it actually is a really, really good book. My next favorite quote that got me through a lot of hard times and when I was just having, you know, terrible days was a quote from my dad. And it was especially when I was just going through it and was like, Dad, I'm done. I'm over it. Like, today has been awful. I know that you guys have probably heard, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, but that is not what my dad thinks. My dad thinks when life gives you lemons, squeeze them in someone else's eyes and make them have just as bad of a day as you. That is entirely my dad, and as comical as it is true. I mean, you don't have to be hateful to somebody else, but it does help when you have a little bit of humor surrounded by you during tough times. I do want to go ahead and shout out my dad. He is my rock. He is my soul. He is my best friend, and I would not be standing here in front of you if it were not for him. The next person I want to shout out on top of my dad is my mom. Without my mom, I would not be here today. I'm glad that she is not in pain. I'm glad that she is where she is. I am thankful for the memories that I do have with her, and I could never thank her enough for giving me the reason to continue each and every day. And that is also why I thank my dad, because had it have not been for my dad stepping up and taking care of a 5-year-old girl, I would not be here giving this speech in front of you. And I think that he deserves all of the recognition for me being who I am and standing here today in front of you. Thank you, Dad, and I love you. I just want to say congratulations to the fall class of 2022, and we finally made it. And never think there's something you can't do. You did this, and you should be so proud of yourself. You did it. Nobody else. You. Your name is on this degree. Congratulations.